What's going on, guys? Flatline Blades here, Blade Traders. You know what it is. I got a big special shout out to somebody. My channel's been going a long time. I've had one person donate a knife for a giveaway, which I ended up doing in the group, not on the channel. This is my first time ever someone was awesome enough to send me a knife just to check out and to do a review. So, Brett, really appreciate it, brother. Means a hell of a lot. Yes, this is a user. Yes, it's been out for a while, but it's something I haven't gotten my hands on the last year or so. I've slowed down a lot, and shit happens in life. I'm not gonna get into all that. So yeah, Mcness. This is the 3.5. It's Magna Cut, 2022. It's made in the U.S. Label on the box just says matte, stonewash blue, fastback. I guess that's what this milling pattern is. It says user. I guess it does have different stuff on here. It's got this aftermarket, that's what I meant. It's got different studs, clip, and I even think the backspacer is different as well. I'll just say I know, and I can understand what the hype is all about now. It fills the hand, but it's small. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. If it was any smaller, it might be too small for a big knife, or not too small in the sense that you couldn't use it or something, but in the sense that it would be in the conversation competing with all the certain things within the 3.5-inch range, being a $500 or $600 knife, all Thai, American made, 3.5-inch blade category, frame lock. Launches out of there really good. It is on bearings. Detent's pretty strong, but it is effortless to move the lock bar over, and I think it's a combination of how smooth it is and the weight of the blade. It just makes it effortlessly, automatically want to drop and guillotine. So I'll put this on a scale. I got 4.69. And it's a 3.5-inch blade as far as the cutting edge goes. And I mean, it's, I don't know, about a 3 1/4. And overall length is about 7.5. But very happy and appreciative. Somebody actually sent me a knife to check out and review. Like I said, I know it's been out for a while, and because of that, not too many people will probably even watch this. But that's not taken away from how awesome the blade is, or how awesome Brett was for doing me the solid and sending it out to me. Size, weight, smoothness of it, I definitely like it. I can see why it is a big hit. Comparing it to other stuff in the price range, I mean, there's a hell of a lot of knives, man. For me, in my opinion, the biggest ultimate sweet spot is kind of the $400 to $600 range. And I know there's a lot of stuff right on the outskirts of that, and the perfect realm is $400 to $800, but that's almost too big of a swing, too big of a stretch to go from $400 to $800. But yeah, in my opinion, that's where a lot of the great stuff is at, $400 to $800 range. For being between 500 and 600, depending on what the steel is, how fancy it is, or whatever. I can see this competing with, all the other $500 knives. I love Les George V-Subs. Those are normally a little cheaper than that, around $450. Hinder XM18s are about the same. Anyway, I like it. I like the deployment. I like the detent. And it is definitely drop shut. Couple of size comparisons. Here is to a Wrath. Here is a ABW Model 2. Here's my brand new, definitely gonna pop out a video for this thing. I love it. My Kunwa Django. This thing's awesome. And here it is against a Invictus. Prometheus Design Works. Alright, so to be honest, there's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing that's like, woo, it's got bells and whistles. It's got fancy crap all over it, or, some big catchy skull or whatever you want to say. You're not going to hear me talk shit about Chavez or something obscene because I like both of them. I'm just saying, part of it I like is because of styling and what they are as knives, but part of it is kind of them being different and having a lightning bolt or a skull on it. But I'm just saying, this is really no frills. It's a freaking good, solid knife. There is absolutely, it's not even remotely trying to move any direction whatsoever. I'm moving the camera, but of course the blade's not moving at all. Very drop shut. Very smooth deployment. It feels good in the hand. It's big enough to fill your hand up. Not too small, not too big. This freaking aftermarket clip on here, though, this thing is about the toughest hardcore retention I've ever seen. It's ridiculous. And it makes taking in and out of your pocket not that fun. But that's an aftermarket thing, so I can't be knocking them for it. And since it is deep carry now with that, I mean, the entire knife is gone. That's about what would stick out of your pocket. The original clip is in here. I should have just taken it out of the bag. So obviously the original clip is not deep carry. You have about 3/4 of an inch sticking out of your pocket. And obviously it's not nearly as thick or anything, so I don't think I would have the tough getting in and out of your pocket thing. But obviously you got, 3/4 of an inch sticking out of your pocket. Some people, deep carry is a huge deal. I really like it. I definitely see why people like it. It's big enough for it to be a big full-size, it's like a medium full-size knife, and it's small enough to where people that don't like big knives will still like this knife. That's what makes it awesome. Definitely give it a thumbs up. It gets the Flatline and Blade Trader stamp of approval. 2 blades out. I just made that up. Fuck it, whatever. Brett, really appreciate it. Means a lot to me.